All right, have and have not fans. Now, hopefully, based off the title of this video, it won't get demonetized. But I think abortion is definitely a trigger word nowadays on on YouTube. But it has to be titled the way it is. And you're probably wondering, Jeremy, what the heck are you talking about? Why and when would why would you say or even ask the question, why is Candace getting an abortion? Now, this is a mixture of several things. The Warlock Erica video I just posted, people talking about, man, what's the follow up on that? All those times that Warlock had unprotected, I wouldn't even call it sex, but, just her being taken advantage of. And, what about her and Oscar and her and Charles? Like, couldn't Candace be pregnant from that? Not to mention, people were talking about, remember when she was pregnant in real life? And what if they wrote that into the show? But you have to remember that when Tinka Sumner was pregnant in real life, Candace was in a lot of scenes where she was just sitting down or she was covered up by, trench coats and whatnot. So her stomach wasn't showing. It was funny because when Erica was doing that, everybody thought she was pregnant, but really it was her diet at the time. More carbs to get muscle, but it really didn't work for her body. So she actually switched it up in real life. But the reason I'm doing this video is because several people in the episode review were saying, wait, I think Tinka Sumner might be pregnant in real life, because if you notice, she's wearing baggy, well, not baggy, but looser dresses and whatnot. But to my knowledge, that isn't the case. At the time of the filming of the episodes we're watching now, she had already had her baby. And I do follow her on social media, and she isn't showing at all. So I know Kelly from If Loving You Is Wrong, I believe, is about to have her second child. I know she was going into labor about 24 hours ago from me recording this video, because she made a post about it. Hey, it's time, keep us all in your prayers. That's what she put on her Instagram. But to my knowledge, Tinka Sumner isn't pregnant with another child in real life yet, to my knowledge. So in the show right now, in regards to Tinka Sumner, not pregnant. Could Candace be pregnant? I don't know. What would be, here's another, I want to throw this into the ring. Wouldn't it be something if it turns out that Candace is pregnant with a kid who isn't Charles's baby? It's someone who's either, Oscar or possibly Warlock's child, because once again, Candace had sex with them without protection. So, well, I know with Warlock it wasn't the case. I don't know about Oscar though. But my thing is, when you think about it, a lot of time hasn't passed on the show since those two have been killed off. And Candace was actually responsible for both of them dying. So with Quincy Jr. dead, it would be very interesting if, let's say, Candace was carrying the baby of either the man that forced himself on her or the man that she pretty much just carelessly had sex with. The reason I'm even bringing this up to the show is because, let's say if Charles does decide to throw Candace to the curb because she's pregnant with someone else's child, that would be very interesting. On top of the fact that with abortion being a hot topic subject right now, Tyler Perry has been known to weave in, certain elements of real world politics and gender and race struggles and put them into the show. It depends on how long the show is going to run on. Okay. Like I think, 2020 might be the last year, and not to mention season 7 has already been filmed. So he would definitely have to have foresight when it comes to the abortion thing, because I think it will be an interesting route for the story to take, because then it's like, well, does she have an abortion or doesn't she? Would she abort the baby just to be with Charles and things like that? That would be a very interesting story. But I think at the end of the day, Candace would probably have the child. I think it would make more sense if it's Warlock's baby, due to the fact that it will be full circle. Like Hannah had her rape baby, turned out to be Candace. They made peace. Candace has her rape baby, and then becomes the mother of that child the way she wasn't to Quincy Jr. To be honest, I think that'll be a very interesting story to think about. So let's just think theoretically here. In the event that Candace is pregnant by either Oscar or Warlock, not Charles, Oscar or Warlock, do you think she would keep the baby or abort the baby or just have the baby and give it up for adoption? What do you think of that? And then let's say if Charles finds out about the pregnancy, would he turn his back on her then? I think that's a good question. Not to mention, once again, combining that with what's going on in the world today in regards to the abortion bills that are being passed, the one in Alabama, and I do believe I've been seeing reports of other states possibly doing the same thing. So it is definitely a topic that could definitely get a lot of responses from fans, because it all depends on how Tyler Perry puts it into the show, which I do think it could work, especially if you want to push it even further. Okay, Charles is in the White House, or even before he gets to the White House, let's learn about some of his politics. What's his stance on, the government saying what a woman can and can't do with their body, same-sex marriage, what party he's with. Once again, solidifying the idea that, have some spin-off shows of the haves and the have-nots. Speaking of spin-off shows, just a congratulations to Tinka Sumner. They actually released a trailer, I believe, about a day ago for Blackish's second spin-off series, I believe, Mixed-ish, and I believe she'll be playing the mother in that particular series, so congrats to her on that. But I think it would be great if you have a Charles in the White House series, and we could definitely tackle some of those things, because once again, you look at shows like Power, Empire, Star, all being canceled. You could just create some lifeboats for the haves and the have-nots. If it gets canceled, you have some spin-off series as well, and if those series do well, then you could bring back the haves and the have-nots. I'm just saying, Tyler Perry has a lot of options here. So what do you think about the whole abortion subject in regards to Candace Young? Do you think this should and will be written into the series? And if you want to talk about what's going on in the world now with the real life abortion bill, feel free to do so, but let's try to be cordial if you're having discussions in the comment section below. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out any new content, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.